Hello. I wonder if you can hear me. Hello. Yeah, that should be fine. Okay. Let's load. I'm at the gallery, apparently. The last thing that we did was we got a key. Which one? This one? Life insurance key. There's a tag on the key that says Elberton Life Insurance. So I guess that's where I need to go next. The problem is I have no idea where that is. Oh yeah, we got a sword in the last part, and we also got a shotgun, which I haven't really used yet, but I used it once against a big fat thing, and but I actually reloaded because I realized I didn't need to kill that fat thing. So in this go around, I actually haven't used any shotgun shells yet. I'll save those for later. I think I've only recently started to use the handgun a little bit. But yeah, I should probably use the beef jerky more. I just keep forgetting about it, honestly. So life insurance, that seems to be the thing to look out for. That's on the first floor. Okay, got you. At least I have an idea of what I'm doing. When I had to turn off the static effects because it was, I don't know, being a bit overkill sometimes. The game was literally unplayable when you entered certain rooms. I kind of like the static effect, but it's probably better having it off anyway for streaming purposes. Yeah, I need to go through that door. Wow, these things are so annoying. Probably my least favorite enemy so far. They're not that difficult or anything, but yeah, they are annoying. Just kill me. They're like the worst enemy. I actually just want to die. We'll do that over, but better. I don't know what the dealio is with that glass. Like, it looks like you might be able to go through there at some point, but I don't know. I can't believe there's a lift that actually works. I'm just gonna try and use these doors just so that they're marked on the map. These things are the worst. It's crazy that this game only got a BBFC 15 back in the day. The end of that fairy tale. Oh yes, the story. The king and his people shed tears at the death of the kind priestess. God took pity upon them and granting their wishes healed the priestess. The priestess opened her eyes just as she had done every morning of her life. She went once more to the monster's lair. Fool, you wish to die again? No. This time, it's your turn. The priestess had come to defeat the monster once and for all. As the priestess was very, very kind, she felt sad about this task, but it had to be done. Swords and spears won't work. Arrows and bullets will just bounce off. You can't kill me, the monster laughed, but the priestess used neither sword nor spear. She chanted but a single spell. Tu fui ego eris. Do you know what happened then? The monster let out a huge cry and then died and vanished. Thus, the villagers were able to use their gates once more. Everyone lavished their gratitude upon the priestess, and they all lived happily ever after.
Tu fui ego eris. Weird writing. What was that?
It's a shame that you can't pick up one of those chairs and whack people with it. Bunch of junk blocking the way. Seems like the annoying monsters have gone away at least. Something might jump out here. No. Oh, it's moved. The thing that was here. And everything is back to normal. Don't have a map of this area. That is fair enough. Just having a good old look around, make sure there are no items off in the corners. I know I've said this before, but like moments like this where like it's quote unquote normal again and there's no music, it's actually weirdly scarier to me rather than the crazy industrial music with the blood everywhere. I don't know. Maybe I'm a strange individual, I guess. Can you not interact with it? That looks like something that she would at least comment on, but no. That's not my place. Just a dust chute, nothing to worry about. Some washing machines, a bench. What is our number? Just out of curiosity. I'll take one of these as well. 102. This is 105. 104. 103. This is the stairway, don't need that. Oh, let's save. What's this doing here? That really pisses me off. It's like having someone spit on your sacred place. Looking at that makes my head hurt. What does it mean? Mailbox is empty. Just curious to see if there's anything up here. No.
Dad, I'm home. Listen, something really crazy's going on. I think we should... Dad? Dad?
Okay.
No! No! Did you do this?
You're late.
But why? Why?
Revenge for 17 years ago, for one thing. If not for him, our dream would have come true. And then he took you away from us.
I'll get you for this!
There is another reason. To fill your heart with hatred. It must be this way. One day you'll understand why.
No!
try to remember me, and your true self as well. You will birth a god and build an eternal paradise. He's the one who killed your father. I merely gave the order. So, what will you do? I'll be waiting where all begins. In the town of Silent Hill.
Okay. Camera's just as crap as ever in boss fights. It's something that they haven't really learned from. Should have stomped him there. Didn't know he was gonna fall. Let's reload. Oh no, it's my first time I've been hit by this jerk. What's my health like? Probably bad. Yeah, it's bad. Let's use a big heal for the first time. Maybe going for the stomp's not a good idea. Well, that sucked.
I don't know what to say.
Then don't say anything. I'm fine, so just get out of here and leave me alone already!
Calm down.
Calm down? How am I supposed to do that? My father is dead! He's murdered! out! This is all your fault. If it weren't for you,
I'm sorry.
then go!
If it'll make you feel better, I will. Is he okay like this?
What else can I do? There's no one here to give him a decent burial. I'm sorry, Dad.
What do you do now?
I'm going to Silent Hill.
What's in Silent Hill?
I don't know.
Do you think it's safe?
Of course it isn't.
Good response.
I don't know what kind of hell is waiting for me there, but I've got no other choice. I don't care about God or paradise. If that's what she believes, then fine. But she won't get away with what she did. When I find her, I'll kill her myself.
Revenge doesn't solve anything.
Dishonored
Not,
disagrees
but
with that.
That's what I'm going to do.
How are you gonna get there?
None of your business.
I'll give you a ride.
I don't need your help.
Yeah, but it's too far to walk. Besides, I'm partly responsible for this. I'll bring the car around back. Come by and we'll finish saying goodbye.
You know, you might die too.
That's fine. Nobody's gonna cry over my grave.
Hello, Clay. How's it going? There's nothing odd about the TV or the VCR. Dad's bookshelf, there's nothing unusual about it. I'll find that woman and make her pray. I promise I will. I wonder if my dad would be mad at me for thinking that way. Perhaps I would care more about Harry's death if I actually liked the first game. But because I hated the first game, I don't really care. Can't flush the toilet, 0 out of 10. Can't use the sink or the bath. Very, very disappointing. There are books on the table, just his usual detective novels. My dad loved them. There's no need to go back on the roof, that monster is dead now. Besides, Douglas is waiting outside. It's just a regular TV, there's nothing different about it. There's nothing to do in the kitchen, I'm not hungry at all. Who could eat something in a situation like this? I actually understand where she's coming from. When you're in a like really messed up / stressful situation, you really can't eat. I can't reach anybody, not the police or the church. Or even if you're really excited for something, you can't eat either, at least that's me. Dad, why did you have to die? You told me you were the strongest man in the world. Liar. I don't remember exactly when, but I think I got this doll at a garage sale. Garage sale, as we would say in the UK, but you know, she would say garage. I still like it, but there's nothing I can do with it right now. I'm exhausted, but I don't think I can sleep now. Besides, Douglas should be waiting for me outside. Morning always comes. It's corny, but it's true. But if your eyes are closed, it always feels like night. That's the hero's lines from this movie. I always liked that line, but now it just seems stupid. Oh, stun gun. Stun gun battery. Okay. You're rewarded for having a little snoop around here. This is my dresser. I don't need to change. I'll leave it alone. Don't know. She's been wearing the same clothes for a while. I probably would change if I was her, but especially with like the blood on the top and everything. But whatever. Another toilet that you can't do anything with. Yeah, I'm doing fine. How are you? What have you been streaming recently? I obviously haven't catched anything as of late, because usually you stream when I'm sleeping. Time zones. She does look pretty badass with the blood, it's true.
I just met some guy named Vincent.
Vincent?
He's a friend of yours, right?
I'm not sure.
He said when we get to Silent Hill to look for a guy named Leonard. And he gave me this map. What do you want to do?
We can't trust him, but we've got no other choice.
Here, take this too.
What's this?
Your father was holding it.
Simple works.
Started raining.
I can't get over how good this game looks.
You sleeping?
I'm awake.
You cold? What's the deal with Silent Hill anyway? It used to be a nice, quiet little town. But now,
You've been there?
once, on a missing persons case. Never did find him.
Is he talking about James?
Tell you, that's one screwed up town. My line of work, you hear a lot of nasty rumors.
I was born and raised there.
Sorry. I didn't mean to offend you.
No offense taken.
Anyway, I thought you grew up in Portland.
Oregon?
What's wrong? Feeling sick?
My head's pounding like the worst hangover ever.
Maybe you're car sick.
No. I'm just trying to remember. My childhood. Something terrible happened in Silent Hill 17 years ago. A woman named Dahlia. She tried to summon the ancient god of the town.
That's the first game.
She offered up her very own daughter.
That's crazy.
Maybe so, but it worked. The girl gave birth to a god. You see, that girl had special powers.
Powers?
Her classmates called her a witch. She could make things happen with her mind. She could kill people just by wishing for it. But in the end, that god was killed by a single person. My father, Harry Mason. I guess it wasn't much of a god if it could be killed by a human being.
True. Especially that chump.
I think Claudia's trying to do the same thing again. And I've been chosen as the sacrifice.
You've got some kind of power in you too?
After the god was killed, the girl reappeared. She was holding a baby in her arms.
Look at how good her eyes look.
Before she died.
I just can't get over how detailed this is, you know?
Father. He loved me just like I was his very own daughter. Even though he didn't know who or what I was. It was so sudden. I never had a chance to tell you how happy you made me.
That was a really good scene.
I'm gonna head for that Leonard guy's house. You check out the hospital. You got the map, right?
Yeah,
You gonna be okay alone?
I'm not a child, you know. Are you sure it's not you who's afraid to be alone?
You're right. I am afraid. I'm 50-something years old. I ain't never seen nothing like this. I still feel like I'm dreaming.
More like a nightmare, I'd say.
Yeah. I want to wake up and have a smoke already. Meet me back here when you're finished looking around the hospital. Okay?
Roger.
You have to have a hospital level, right? I think the first game had a hospital as well, I think. Pretty sure. It had nurses in it. I'm tired, but it's no time for sleep. I'm gonna head for the hospital. That's the bathroom, but I don't need to use it right now. I'm tired, but it's no time for sleep. Okay. There's no point in turning on the TV. All I could watch is snow anyway. That's gotta be a coincidence, but still, that's pretty weird. Who could have done this? I saw there's supposed to be like a remaster or something of Shadows of the Damned or something. I saw a news story about that a few months ago. I streamed it about 3 years ago. And I actually want to do the suffering as well. I tried to stream that like 4 years ago, but that was... Oh, well, it was longer than that, actually. Yeah, like 4.5 years ago, I guess, at this point. But it didn't work very well. I might play around and see if I can get the fan fixes to work. Because I don't think they existed back then. Oh, yeah. Mm-hmm. This is familiar. Yeah, yeah. I mean, that's fine, honestly. I'm okay with that. I'm sure we won't be here for that long. Like, it seems like... Well, I'm just like, I think you need at least one bit like this, you know? And for it to look pretty much exactly the same, I'm cool with. Don't need to go there, apparently. Monsters. This door is painted on. It's not a real door. Maximum grip. I haven't played Dead Space 2 since when it first came out. I remember pretty much nothing about it. The eye bit, I remember that. Yeah, it is very memorable. I'll tell you what, Dead Space 3. No, I definitely remember nothing about that. It was very forgettable for me. It was, yeah. I know a lot of people say it's because of like the microtransactions and stuff. I mean, I guess that's a slight part of it, but I just thought the game overall just wasn't that great. Information. Not information, information. Oh dear. This isn't going to go well. Yes, I do remember that. But you would have to be player 2 to truly appreciate that. It's like in Kane and Lynch, the first one. There were bits where Lynch would go nuts and he would see things that Kane couldn't see. But yeah, you would have to be player 2 to appreciate that. And that game didn't even have online, so you would have to play it split screen. Yeah. There must have been kids here too then. I played with dolls like this when I was a child too. It really takes me back. Yeah, it's actually it's a cool idea. A picture of a flower in a vase. Nice, but whatever. So why does this room exist? Nothing in it. Oh, you can read the book. This day has finally come. That's right, the day when you and I will meet. I was always thinking of you here in this gloomy cell. I never even knew your name or face until today. But now I know. I know you're the one I've been waiting for. And haven't you been waiting for me too? That's why you came to rescue me. Oh, how I love you, Heather. I want to give you my prized doll I made to commemorate our meeting. The start of this everlasting love. I can already see your smiling face. Stanley Coleman. Oh dear. Well. Are we gonna take the doll then? Disgusting. I won't touch that with a 10-foot pole. Well, there you go. That's the end of that then. Nurses are pretty tough in this game. I think everything's a bit tougher in this game. I was talking about that yesterday. I think Silent Hill 2 is definitely like way easier in terms of combat. Oh my goodness. It's not going well, is it? Shotgun's a bit weak sounding, isn't it? Yeah, I'm getting wrecked here. Unfortunately. Hmm. Don't tell me there's nothing good in here. Game. Ah. Damn it. It's such a shame when that happens. But hey, you live in there. The organization has me shut up in here. They mean to break my will to make me forget about all that. But I'll stay sane even if they throw me in here with the lunatics. How about if I stick this to the wall? That would be worthless. You can peel it off, can't you, with that junk those nasty wenches won't stop using? If a thing has no meaning, there's no reason for it to exist at all. Just as you exist for me. But why haven't you taken my doll with you? Ah, my gift must have embarrassed you. How cute you are, however. Stanley Coleman. Yep. A lot of things stuck to the wall. A cookie, a toothbrush, a spoon, a Christmas card, a clock. Whoever it was used glue, but why do this in the first place? There's a key glued to the wall. I'd love to take it with me, but it's really stuck tight. Can't pull it off. Okay. Don't have that many items at the moment, do I? I hope this will never come to any use. Maybe it's better if you never know. More than anything else, I fear the possibility of your going. I fear the possibility of your going away far from me. I don't think that's properly written. But sometimes we have to tell the truth. That's why I'm writing this before I'm lost in death and oblivion. I think Silent Hill 2 in the first game probably had a few like grammatical errors in it as well. It's it's not a big deal. What happened back then? That has something to do with who you are. It all started 24 years ago. Coming back from a vacation, my wife and I found a baby on the side of the highway. Hence, we were childless. We thank God for letting us meet this childless girl. We took her home. 3 years later, my wife died, and another 4 years later, 17 years ago, I came to Silent Hill. I heard the girl was pleased and took her with me, not knowing why she wanted us to go there. And it was there that the girl actually went away. Not that she actually went anywhere, nor did she die. Returned to her original self. That's what Dahlia Gillespie said. Original self, that was the young woman burned by her mother as a sacrifice to God, Alyssa Gillespie. Half her soul escaped in those flames and went on to live in a baby, in that girl of mine, of ours. 7 years passed before that half a girl returned to Silent Hill and made Alyssa whole again. Newly strengthened, she vowed to kill God. God, a fetus nestled into this sacrificial girl's womb, was summoned with the usual rites. This was Alyssa's wish, no matter what the outcome, even if her own existence were at stake. But that wish was not granted. My interruption meant she prayed instead for the girl's return. I alone couldn't bring her back. Dahlia did it. I only helped at the birthing ceremony to bring God out of Alyssa. The newly born God willed and once was dead, all from that girl's and probably Alyssa's conscious resistance. That's not the end. After God had vanished into a glow of light, Alyssa reappeared and gave me a baby. She looked a lot like that girl so long ago. And then Alyssa was gone, dead. There was nothing I could have done to help. I simply clutched the baby to my chest and ran off. The whole thing felt like a dream, but I had proof that it wasn't. The girl was nowhere to be found, and in my arms the baby. Now 17 years past, it feels like yesterday, and again it feels like a million years ago. I confessed I had reservations. At first, about raising that baby, could I love her? Her existence was thoroughly unexplainable. I thought she could be that young woman who snatched away my beloved daughter. That led to sadness, anger. There were times when I put my hands around her tiny little throat. Oh dear. Several times I even considered abandoning her. That's what a terrible person I am. But I decided to raise her after all. I just couldn't seem to let her go. When you look at me, you laugh. So even now I can't forget about that girl. But I love you. I have no doubts about that. That's all I ask you to believe. To my precious daughter, Harry Mason. Well, that was a fun read, wasn't it? Yeah, well, I was just getting at the fact that obviously the developers are Japanese, so I understand that English isn't their first language. Oh, this is this room. Locked. I don't know, Clay. Sure, why not? I don't know. There's a memo posted on the refrigerator. Food only. Do not store drugs. I wonder if it's okay to store health drinks in here. Ooh. Nice. Hello, Ms. Grub. How's it going? There's nothing of interest on top of the desk. I'm surprised that that is not something you can read. There's stuff written on the whiteboard, but none of it really matters. I'm glad to hear you're not bad. It's a medical record or something. It's for this Leonard guy. Could this be the same Leonard that Vincent was talking about? Room S12. Presenting mild audiovisual hallucinations, emotional instability, obsessive ideas, suspect mild schizophrenia, will continue observation. Basically calm and cooperative with a strong sense of justice. However, according to reports, becomes very violent when overexcited. The other one is for Stanley Coleman. This is the guy who wrote that sick diary. Room S07, usually passive and cowardly, also egotistical. Sometimes shows and acts on obsessive attachment to a particular woman. This has caused violent incidents. Use caution. Oh dear. Can you use the light switch? No, of course not. A map of the area would be nice. I've probably missed it already. Can I not open it? No. Oh dear. This was the room with the first... Oh, see, the doll's been taken away. Interesting. Oh, the lift works. That's a surprise. You may not yet have realized your own true feelings, but you sense them unconsciously. And so you're trying to get closer to me. That's a virtue, the path to paradise. If the door is locked, open it, use the password or the prison gates. Doctor, I've forgotten his name. Anyway, that quack has it posted. He should be here too. I mean, 4 numbers would have been good enough, but he kept on going. Isn't it a shame I'm not there? Aren't you irritated? I long for you, but you're so cruel. Still, I want you ever. Stanley Coleman. Is that a map? That is definitely not a map. There's a typewritten memo posted here. What's this supposed to mean? The first is larger than the second twice the third. The third is smaller than the fourth is half the first. 4 of the numbers are not repeated. 3 are not in the top row, 2 are not in the right row, and 1 of the numbers is the final key. This is definitely needed for a puzzle. Locked. Gotcha, okay. Let's read this again. I might need to jot some of this down. And when I say jot it down, I mean make a notepad for it. Because... let's see. Or I can type it in chat. That works too. Nah. I like typing things out. Okay, right, I've got that typed. Hopefully I've typed it correctly. It'd be quite embarrassing if I did it wrong. This is I'll be here at this all night, so I highly recommend no one watches. Oh, it doesn't even classic Silent Hill doesn't even show you like what you've done. Yeah, it seems like it. I mean, this is actually the first like proper Silent Hill puzzle in the game up to this point, because everything else has actually been really easy, which is strange. And most of the puzzles have just been like Resident Evil, like combine items to open a door. You know what I mean? There hasn't been anything too crazy, but yeah, I guess this is like the first proper Silent Hill puzzle. It's the second bit that I think is going to mess me up more. Let me look at this again, just to check something. Yeah, I wrote before the numbers because I'm an idiot. Maybe I should focus more on the first part and then just kind of experiment. I don't know. I don't have a good game plan here for this. The first is larger than the second. The second is twice the third. The third is smaller than the fourth, but the fourth is half the first. Hello, Horizon. Neither. It's the PC version. So I actually could do this. I can use the mouse here, isn't that good? And just go blah 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 blah. Isn't that wonderful? Don't think that's gonna work, Clay. Just me picking random numbers. Because usually Silent Hill is pretty good. It's like not brute forceable. Usually they're puzzles. I know, there's no, yeah. Can't pick lock it, what a shame. But yeah, I hope you're doing well, Horizon. I'm warning people for this is probably like going to be really boring. I'm probably going to be here all night figuring this out because my brain is very small. The first is larger than the second. first is larger than the second. The second is twice the third. Three of the numbers are not in the top row. So does that mean that none of them are in the top row? Because there only are three numbers in the top row. And it says 2 are not in the right row. So that means that 1, 2, 3, 6, and 9 are out of the question. Surely. Surely. But maybe I'm wrong. Hold on. So, with that bit of thinking, first is larger than the second. Right, so we'll do 8. No. What is it? First is larger than the second. So maybe it's 7, 5. Jesus. It's not that. 4th is half the first. No, so it couldn't be that. 8. See, the second twice the third. I think either 6 or 9. I think they're still in play. I think one of them you still need. Yeah. At least through my thinking it is, but... Four of the numbers. First is larger than the second. Twice the third. It's the twice the third part, and the 4th is half. That's the bit that's tripping me up for some reason. Oh, no. If we're ruling out the top, if we pretend for 1, 2, 3 don't exist, like 4 and 8 are the only ones that can be like halved or twice. Got it. It actually isn't that hard. But I sort of wrecked myself a little bit by thinking that the top 3 were out. Well, it's like any puzzle. Once you figure it out, it's not hard. You know what I mean? She's got a gun. We have to do the puzzle again. But yeah, the nurses, they're not to be messed with in this game. But that's fine. And obviously I know the solution now. Unless they change the numbers, but I doubt it. Read this earlier. Probably could get lucky if you were trying to brute force that. Locked. Let's try down here first. Just an empty can, it's nothing important. The locker is closed tightly, I can't seem to get it open. Nail polish remover. Hello, Harvey. Morning. The locker is closed tightly, I can't seem to get it open. I just solved my first semi challenging puzzle. So I'm happy about that. Oh, what was that? I don't even know what I picked up. Oh, perfume. No. Okay. Interesting stuff. There's a man's corpse laid out on the stretcher. The hand that's sticking out of the sheet has something written on it. And what's that? Start. The start time is my key. Right, okay. Medical record here. Could it be for this guy? Background unknown. Name, age unknown. Not admitted patient found in poor mental state on hospital grounds and temporarily installed in room M4 at chief's discretion. Died late tonight from blood loss due to severed carotid artery. Was grasping own kitchen knife in right hand, assuming this was cause of neck wound. Possible suicide, but wound angle suspicious. Sent to second floor treatment room for further investigation. Have received no proof of corroboration of event from patient residing in the same room. Have not notified police, however, for future necessity leave victim's bed and effects intact. Room M4. Okay. The start time is my key. I don't know what that means. Ooh, dodging bullets. Oh, this is M4. Nice. There was a tattooed guy on that rumpled bed. Not anymore, though. That alarm clock and hit filthy bag are his. But don't misunderstand. I haven't done a thing. I didn't hate him, though he was a liar. Shall I write something of my own? On my chest, since I can't cut it open to show you my heart, I love Heather. No, something a bit more forceful. I love Heather isn't enough for what I feel. Oh, what tender emotion that this image brings. Stanley Coleman. Yes. Hopefully that was not a mistake. The attache case is locked. Locked. Oh, Jesus. It really has become Silent Hill now, hasn't it? This is how you solve this, right? I'm such a prick, aren't I? The FPS gamer hates puzzles. I'll use Maze Grove's number. The IMSIM number, as the kids call it. It doesn't work. There's no way I'm gonna get it. There's a puzzle just like this in Silent Hill 2, isn't there? But you couldn't get it if you didn't see the actual. It was impossible to get if you couldn't brute force it. I think you had to actually see the solution first, or something. They're quite clever. Those guys over at Team Silent, they know that assholes like me are gonna play it. So they know that, like, yeah, there will be people who try to brute force it, and the game's just like, nah, it's not gonna happen yet. But I mean, you definitely could. If you had a lot of time in your hands, you could theoretically do it. I just tried 0451. It didn't work. I wish that actually did work. No, it doesn't work. Surprise, surprise. Sorry for yawning. No. Boob doesn't work. Is that not it? Oh, maybe it's 05:33. I'm doing like 24 o'clock. You feel me? Maybe it's not 33 either. Yeah, there we go. An instant camera? Unlike a normal camera, you can see the developed photos right away. That combo doesn't make any sense. I solved another puzzle. Pretty stoked about that. Oh no. This game has gotten mean all of a sudden. Terrible shot. I'm about to die. Again. Is this another room with nothing in it? No, it's not. It's great. Something that I actually do need. Yes, good. I have used the mace, yeah, it's super slow though, I just can't get into it. I'm not about that life. No, that doesn't work. What about the B? Doesn't work either. So there only are 2 floors, really. No, this is the wrong room. It's not the room I'm thinking of. No, that room. Okay. Use your nail polish on it. Obviously. I love that it's actually the solution. Of course it is. Stupid game. I have no idea where the stairwell is. Oh no. Yeah. There is definitely some truth to that. I thought that might have been it. Oh, here it is. Oh, I do remember this place vaguely from the second game. Well, I remember the whole thing vaguely from the second game, but yeah, the stairwell, yeah. It's a wheelchair. Where's the person that was using it? Things are picking up. Though I did use the Uzi in the prologue, and it just chews through ammo in like a second. The blood trail continues into the elevator. Part of me wants to peek in, but then it's a little creepy too. I mean, the whole thing is more than creepy, right? Surely. Yeah. I was saying earlier, I think it's a shame that you can't pick up one of these folding chairs and use it as a weapon. Missed opportunity or what? It's all just junk. I don't think there's anything important here. Suspicious space between the shelf and the wall. But I can't squeeze into there, and there's no way I can move the shelf either. Yeah, I know. I was, you know, the cutscene when you're in the car with Douglas. I was just so impressed by how good that looked. You know, with the rain on the car window, and like you can actually see like the reflections in her eyes and stuff like that. It's just it's unbelievable for a game from 20 years ago. It's just nuts. Put the perfume on, squeeze in. This is actually the solution. This game is it's mad. 7934. Let me just making a note of that. But yeah, it's funny. Like a lot of these like silly like moments where you need to use an item. It's funny how I'm just kind of getting those almost immediately, and it is usually just me like messing around thinking, "Oh yeah, use the camera here. Why not?" And then it ends up being the solution. I don't know. Yeah, I've built up some sort of weird. I don't know. I don't even know how the aptitude, I guess, for this stuff. I don't know. Locked. Another one of these, huh? Because I enjoyed the last one so much. Well, we do have a code. I should actually just use it, huh? Yeah, it works. I'll open that in a moment, though. So the lift actually goes up to the 3rd floor now, I guess. Oh yeah, PT, yeah. Konami, they're kind of the worst, aren't they? I mean, like, I know, like, companies like EA are actually the worst, but, like, come on. In terms of, like, just not giving anyone what they want, Konami are up there. I was reading, actually, this game was originally pitched to be, like, an Unreal shooter. Like, that just, that speaks volumes, doesn't it? Oh, yeah, Silent Hill, we should make, like, an Unreal shooter. Yeah, that's a good idea. Like, no. Oh. I think they did do that eventually later on, of course. It's a magazine, some sort of gossip magazine. Teaching Despair. Hope House. Hope House, an orphanage on the outskirts of Silent Hill, but behind its false image is a place where children are kidnapped and brainwashed. Hope House is managed by the Silent Hill Smile Support Society, a charity organisation sometimes called 4S. It's true for 4S is a well-respected charity if it takes in poor children without homes and raises them with hope. But at its heart, it is a heathen organisation that teaches its own warped dogma in lieu of good religious values. Mr. Smith, temp, who lives near Hope House, had this to say: "Sometimes at night I can hear their weird prayers and the sounds of children crying. I went there to complain one time, but they ran me right out. Since then, it hasn't changed a bit." In fact, this reporter was refused admission when he attempted to take photographs in the facility. What exactly do the folks at Hope House have to hide? During my investigations, I was able to discover, however, a suspicious looking round concrete tower which appears to be part of their facilities. Unfortunately, no one was willing to tell us what the tower was used for, but it seems unlikely that it has anything to do with the business of raising orphans. It may in fact be a prison or a secret place of worship. The cult religion that operates Hope House is simply known by the locals simply as the Order. It's a religion that is deeply interwoven with Silent Hill's history, but its worshippers' fervent belief that they are among the elite's chosen people has a dark and dangerous side. I intend to continue my investigation of Hope House and the cult behind it. I've always believed that telling the whole truth and showing the children the true path is our most important duty. Joseph Schreiber. Hope House. I feel like I've heard that name before. Yeah. And yeah, it was Clay, yeah. It is a fantastic magazine cover. Beef jerky, the thing that I keep forgetting. Goodbye, Heather. I'm sorry I wasn't able to respond to your love. It's all over. Leonard despises me because I made fun of it, saying it would come to this. If it weren't for his meddling, I would have been able to meet you in just a little while. Then I could have taken you to my world, a world for us alone more beautiful than this one, and I had been waiting for this day for today. The day I'd see you, the day you'd save me today. Heather, watch out for him. Leonard is no ordinary guy. Farewell, I loved you. Heather, my goddess, Heather, my lover, Heather, my... The doll is all torn apart. It's pretty sad to look at. I wonder who did it anyway. Ring, ring.
Hello?
Claudia.
No, I'm not.
Don't lie to me, Claudia. You're always trying to run from your responsibilities. Have you come to apologize? Or maybe you still don't realize how foolish you've been. The salvation of all mankind. What a ridiculous dream.
Wait, just listen to me for a second.
I've heard enough from you already. How did you turn out this way? Where did I go wrong?
Listen to me already. I'm not Claudia.
You're not Claudia.
My name is Heather.
Heather.
Who are you?
Leonard Wolf.
Oh.
I'm sorry. I thought you were my daughter.
Well, that's a turn up for the books.
Claudia is your daughter?
Oh, so you know her, do you? Are you one of her followers?
No, never. When I find her, I'm...
I can feel the hatred.
What?
Behind your words. The anger. You plan to kill her, don't you?
I'm sorry, but... She killed my father.
She's a fool. But she's still my daughter. I was going to forgive her if she changed her ways. But I see it's too late. Heather, will you help me?
Help you?
I'm locked up in here, and I must stop Claudia.
Where are you now?
I'm not sure myself, but the door is at the end of the hall on the second floor. I think I can be of help to you. I have a seal. Please.
What kind of seal?
A seal?
The end of the hall on the second floor.
The end of the hall on the second floor.
Hive mind. Amazing. There's nothing interesting in and around the bed. Gross. The whole bed stinks like year-old sweat. want this room. It's a dead end. Maybe this is open now. No, that's wishful thinking, Vodtober. This picture, this one doesn't make my head hurt when I look at it, but I know this one, it must be.
Still has an unusually high beat. Eyes don't open. Getting a pulse, but just barely breathing. Why? What is keeping that child alive?
What the hell? Was I daydreaming? No. It was more like watching a video in a dark room. But that nurse, I know her. Lisa, who was so heavenly toward me in that hellish hospital room. She did get a little weird though. Let me just check. Yeah, no. Nada. Nice valve. It's fine. I doubt I need to check this out. I like to avoid touching this kind of thing if I can. It looks like there's a piece of meat or something on the ground. She has like a lot of her like comments on things are really, they're low-key hilarious. Locked. There's a stretcher sort of half shoved into the room. Maybe it was being carried in. Yeah, whatever on top was being brought in here. Yeah, exactly. And it, you know, it's bread, it's a toilet, blah blah blah. All that stuff. Hello, Illuminati. Thank you very much for the... let me walk this way first. Thank you very much, Illuminati, for the world record raid. I hope you had a wonderful time playing Grand Theft Auto the 5th. And thank you, Fred Star. I hope you're doing well as well. Wonderful time, yeah? Living in a dream world. The problem is, Harvey, that Silent Hill, the first game, was just so painful to play through. I just couldn't laugh at anything. I couldn't appreciate it. Stunt jumps? Wow. Yeah, that's a fall from grace right there. Thank you very much, Fred, for being subscribed for 3 million years. Thank you so much. You're definitely one of the first people to be subscribed for 3 million years, but yes, thank you so much. Your unwavering support is very much appreciated. Huh? Okay, interesting. Oh no, it's another puzzle. I can smell a puzzle from a mile away. Oh no. Oh Jesus, look at this. No, your number doesn't work. Maze Group again. Sad. Gaming, right there. I don't know what that was. Oh. 3, 4. Oh, no, I don't want to look at that. This game is so picky sometimes when you want to interact with something. There must be a bit of text somewhere. I can clearly see that's 3, 4, 1, 2. But they're written in a format. You probably match it to the things in the room. So, for example, hold on. I need to get a look at this. Jesus, right. 1, 2. 9, 2. 3, 7. I did it. I got a cremated key. Yes. What I always wanted. I found this in some sort of crematorium underground. It's burned black, but still usable. No. Worse than Rise of the Triad, confirmed. The world is teeming with unnecessary people. We can all get behind that notion. It's God's decision that I fight. As a knight of honor, as a protector of the seal, I sacrifice myself to the blood of criminals. Who wrote this? Some twisted individual, eh? I see this and I want to ask him, so you think you're the one of the necessary ones? But it seems like I've heard this protector of the seal business somewhere before. Okay. Hate these things. They're the worst. It's hard to see the doors with the red walls like that. I accidentally skipped the dialogue there. Not on purpose. It's yeah. It's sorry. Sorry about that. Ruined the game now. Those candles didn't light themselves now, did they? See, the problem is you can skip lines by just flicking your analog stick. So if you walk into something and just like start the dialogue and then accidentally like move your analog stick, it cancels out of it basically. So that's why that happens. The title is Lost Memories. One characteristic mentioned only in rare documents and dying out in the modern age is that of the ritual sacrifice. Offering prayers pierce a man's chest with a copper stake, drench the altar in the blood which spouts red from the heart to praise and to show loyalty unto God. In another sacrificial rite mentioned in the same book, the victim is burned alive. This was a more dignified ceremony in which prisoners and sinners were not allowed to participate. Only the clergy could be sacrificed. Similar to the burning at the stake, no comparable rite can be found in the religions practiced nearby. It may have some connection with the main deity being a sun god. Even though this religion extols redemption, it brings to your mind a dark and cultish history. Lovely. Yeah, no problem, Clay. Enjoy. And yeah, I'll see you again soon. Wonga. Something's fallen onto the floor, looks like a severed leg. How on earth did I get out of here? There we go. Wonga. I actually, oh no, I died. That's okay. I literally just saved. I should probably heal them. It's probably not a bad idea. Oh, I didn't not mean to pick this. Yeah, my health is crap. These things are just the worst. It takes an ice age to get back up as well. It is very good, yes. I'm not sure if this game has a MERP sign. I'm sure it does. Let's try. Oh yeah, I'm sure it does. Let's try and find the MERP noise. That's your MERP noise. It is chirpy. What's the point of this room? There's a memo here on the chart. Dr. Midkiff. Please use extra caution with the patient in room 312. He should still have his religious freedom here in the hospital, but he shouldn't push his faith on others. I am a victim too. Rumor has it he got here by stabbing someone over a religious dispute. Please be careful. R. Crosby. P.S. It looks like the rumor is true according to the head nurse. I do think he's a good person otherwise, though. Easy to deal with. So that's 312. 312. Let me make a wee note of that. 312. Splendid. 312. 312. 312. 312. I could save again. It's not like we have ink ribbons to worry about. You feel me? There's a handful of dirty syringes on the bed. I'm not about to use them, that's for sure. Oh, that's good though. An ampule. Just checking. Door, yeah, definitely locked. I've probably missed the map in this area, I would imagine. If I don't have it yet. I've probably missed it. I think a lot of people would be the same, Fred. Syringes is like a step above. Neither would I. Ring ring.
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear. Oh, I forgot your name.
Who are you?
Oh, okay, thanks. Happy birthday, dear. Who are you? Happy birthday to you. Happy 31st birthday.
Is this Leonard?
That's the murderer's name, not my name. I'm not your beloved Stanley either. He's underground now. His new name is Number 7. But don't worry about that now. It's time to celebrate your birthday.
You've got me mistaken for someone else. Today's not my...
I'm not mistaken. Today is your 24th birthday. And I have a present for you. Which do you prefer? To give pain or to receive it? You can have the one you hate the most. Happy birthday to you!
But you're wrong. It's not my birthday.
That's the part she's hung up on. There's nothing coming from the receiver. Well, duh, this phone's not connected. What about that phone call? I know, yeah. I did notice how like bad that looked, but you know what? It still kind of works in this crazy hell world, hell nightmare. A plastic bag, fantastic. A totally ordinary transparent plastic bag. This is from a trash can in the locker room. Lovely. There's a bloodstained white robe hung up on the wall. Does it mean anything? I mean, now that you've called it out, probably. There's probably some deep meaning behind it. Something strange is cooped up in the locker. I think I'm safe, but I shouldn't get too close. Oh, these things are the worst. They're the worst. They absolutely suck. Okay. Exactly. It's just a pole. Probably doesn't mean anything. What's that? There's something weird. There's this weird sour smell wafting around. Locked. My IQ isn't high enough to enjoy ABBA, I'm afraid. The hand outside the window. That's it. Nothing else to say about that. Like, is that a door? I guess, maybe? It's hard to tell. See, I can't tell what these rooms are labelled. Yeah, I can't get in the sparkling water. I'm about to die again, which is good. Look at this ray tracing, by the way. Something that modern video games struggle with. That seems about right. So I'm sure there's something you have to do here. Plastic bag it. Uh-oh, that's not good. It's no good. Oh my god. Oh, look at that. Oh, okay. Sure. Sure. Whatever you say, game. Can't even question this game anymore. Oh, let's just leave this to where we were. It's really not that exciting. This is where we save, right? I'll make an emergency save just in case I did something good there, but I don't think I did. Looks like an ordinary mirror. Does it really, though? I feel like there's something to this, but I don't know what it is. I mean, that just sums up the entire series, doesn't it? The fact that you can spin on the spot like that, it's amazing, huh? Thank you. I'm taking the horror element out of this scene, aren't I? I don't know. Haven't used a stun gun at all yet. Maybe it's good, maybe it's amazing, who knows? Not this time. Yeah. I couldn't name you as not like over any other Chumbawamba song. Couldn't name you. I am blessed. I haven't got a clue what I'm doing. I know that's super obvious, but I don't have a clue. I was thinking, you know, we died, but we load up the save again. Whoever was here before is gone, so is that smoky stuff? What was that anyway? I should probably heal. It's a thought, isn't it? But yeah, those enemies are just the worst. Like, the nurses and everything, I'm fine with. The dogs, fine with. The penis monsters, love them. But those guys, they're the worst. Aha, okay. I've learned something. Yeah, that is true, Harvey. I feel like you especially need that in a game like this. I know this says room 312, but I was up on the 3rd floor, which I assume is that's, you know, where 312 would be. But I tried all the doors now. I have a plastic bag. I obviously need to use that on something. See, I've read that before. Teeming with unnecessary people. Happy 1st birthday, okay. Things have developed. Okay, I have a game plan this time. We don't need to watch this. It won't let me skip it, but okay. Hitting escape works. Yeah. Can't have it all, Fred. What can I say? The facial animation stuff during cutscenes is pretty phenomenal. But yeah, you can't have it all. What was it, Harvey? Just out of curiosity. Well, this is going well. There's a stretcher here, not just your usual stretcher. That seems to be an altar of some sort, lit candles, a knife, and is that blood I smell? Do they worship that picture or something in the picture? I've had this perfume on, I don't know what it actually does though. Title is Lost Memories. Oh. I don't know why that was happening. Okay, cool. I don't know. Game was just going a bit berserk there. Look at this. More combat and you can shake a katana up. There's something on the ground. Is this a birthday card? Happy 38th birthday. 14 plus 7 plus 17 is 38. Yeah. But it's not my birthday. Whoever wrote this must be trying to tell me something. I think I said this yesterday. You know, obviously, because I have nerves of steel, I'm not scared by this game. But see, if I played this game as a kid, I don't think I would have been able to play it as a kid. No way. Like, this is hellish looking, isn't it? And with all the sound effects and everything, like, no. No chance. Pretty sure there's a person under these rusty red sheets. I think they're dead. I can't bear the check for sure, though. One nurse is okay. If you're trying to fight like 2 or 3 at once, though, it's a bit of a nightmare. Oh yeah, absolutely. I'm trying to cheat the system by hitting it through the wall. And then this room has nothing in it. Apparently. Having no map is brutal. But I've probably missed it. That's probably my bad. I think yeah, it's getting kind of late. I should probably leave it there for tonight. I don't know what I'm doing, but maybe I'll figure it all out tomorrow or whatever. Something about 30th birthday, something about room 312. Yeah, but it's like a hell version of the hospital. So it would have been it would have, you know, the map, if you got the map earlier in the hospital when it was fairly normal still, it would have been okay, I guess. But yeah, I'll stop. But yeah, thanks everyone for hanging out. I'll hopefully be on again tomorrow, continuing with more of this. It's a good game. I think I like it. Bye bye.